Hi, and welcome to Trapping Inc. TV. I'm Sandy.
And I'm Rich, and welcome to Season 8.
It's unbelievable that we have landed in Season 8 already.
Oh, a lot of new stuff this year.
Yeah.
A couple of things. One is that terrible thing you're holding. We're going to talk about that. The other thing, of course, our trapping had great season. Great season of trapping.
A really wonderful season of trapping. We had Nathaniel.
Tater.
His
Tater Man.
grandpa affectionately calls him Tater. He doesn't like that name. It's Nathaniel, he says, who ate his weight in Cheese Whiz, but had a great weekend, a really big check for the weekend that he was out here.
Spoiler alert, we caught lots and lots of fur with him this time. Our guests, that'll be another show.
Yes. We had Brent and Angie from Manitoba who joined us in December for a weekend. It was good. Oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine having better guests, right?
Oh, wonderful.
We were very lucky.
They won, they were members on
Locals.
trappinginc.locals.com and we had just had a random draw for anybody wanted and they were the winners. They were fabulous.
Yeah. There's a big story that goes with that, but it was cool. And then it's the year of the hat.
Yes,
right?
The year of the hat. Before we get to that, though, what else is new this year?
Oh, well, we are... over the last 2 years of COVID and a lot of the things that have been going on in the world, it's become apparent that a lot of people don't know where their food comes from. Food safety, food availability has become a big issue in the world, along with inflation, which is almost a 4-letter word anymore. But it's caused us to, go back to some of our roots. And so we're going to show you a little bit about that. We've had a garden, but we expanded our garden, and we've had chickens, but now we're bringing them back.
So we're gonna have layers. We're gonna have
meat chickens.
Meat chickens. We're getting into bees, which that is something new, something never done before. Yeah. Good friends that are champs at it. He ran a giant apiary back on the East Coast. We have a quarter section of alfalfa. That alfalfa honey is some of the most spectacular honey. So we're going to do some of that, and we're going to do some. We'll show how to take care of that stuff in the garden, making pickles, canning, that kind of stuff. It's not going to be overwhelming. It's probably going to be 4 or 5. I think I've got 4 different segments, maybe 1 or 2 more, but it'll just be something that fits in well with trapping and the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Trapping is the cornerstone that Canada was built on. Brave and sometimes crazy men and women, fueled by the lucrative fur trade, explored and mapped our great nation. Hundreds of years have passed since then, but trapping still remains vibrant, strong, and steeped in the ancient traditions. The fur bearers still follow the old paths and live as dictated by thousands of years of instinct. Fur only gets prime in the harsh temperatures of winter, and trappers must respect and prepare for the weather. Trapping's past is firmly rooted in history, but today, the gear and techniques have changed. Canada is still known for the best wild fur in the world, and today our pelts are sold on the global market. Our community is large, and our numbers are growing. We are trappers. This is what we do, and where we belong. Join us in our adventures. Welcome to Trapping Inc., the face of today's trapper.
Then it's about making a new hat, because Richard's had this hat. I bought it at Fur Institute of Canada meeting up in Yellowknife several years ago now, and he's used it every winter since. He's hard on everything, so the fact that it's lasted 8 years is kind of phenomenal all by itself. But this season 8 was its last year.
This is what I don't like about this. I'm a tool guy, right? I'm into tools. The fact that this folds up and looks all neat and you can wear it downtown is stupid to me. I want I want
You want a functional.
I want a tool. And so
Exactly.
a tool is one that fits my head. This one doesn't.
It never has. So
And I
it's-
want the sides to come down further so that I
Yeah.
can tie it underneath. I don't ever want it to fold up and be neat.
Yeah.
But we're going to make it out of the inside of the ear flaps, and the inside of here is going to be our own otters. These are otters that we trapped here on our own line, and we had tan this year. And then the outside is going to be seal. You got this one too somewhere.
I got it at the same Fur Institute of Canada meeting or event that we were at.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So
awesome.
we're really excited. You could follow along with that. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. Do you go to a furrier or to a hatter?
Hey, I don't know. Probably a combo of each.
We're going to get to some trapping, though. And today's trapping is,
We got
it's
a little-
shedding mange. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got mange
Yeah.
everywhere, doesn't it? Today's trapping, we're setting up the Fisher and Martin line.
Yep. And that's such an exciting time for us because now all of our prep work and all, gearing up for, and now we can finally get the traps
Now
out of the
it's-
boxes. So it's
finally
pretty cool.
go time.
It's finally go time. I think you might say that a couple of times in there too. I don't know.
Anyway, stick with us. It's a good one.
Trapping Inc. is brought to you by these fine sponsors. At Old Smokes, we slow roast our coffee over a fire, making it smooth, flavorful, and memorable. You can order our smoked coffee online. Crafted coffee for the courageous. Southland Trailer Corporation makes a trailer for any job. Southland Trailer, behind you all the way. Why trust your hunt to anything less than the best? Carl Zeiss Sport Optics. Confidence in the toughest conditions. High quality hunting and spectacular trophies create memories of a lifetime. Let Guy Swart from Wild Horizon help you plan your dream African safari.
Are you ready?
Hi ho, hi ho. First day of the season.
First day of Martin. Welcome to Trapping Inc. I'm Rich.
And I'm Sandy, and we are out at our cabin. It is early in November. We weren't able to be here for actual opening day.
Yeah, which is the first. This is the 6th, but whatever. It's been warm. As you can see, it rained last night. It
Yeah.
rained yesterday for November. That's crazy, but we have done a bunch of prep.
Yep.
So we will be able to set pretty quickly.
I hope so. I hope there's been no blowdown since we've been through. I mean, one of the big things when we started coming out in October was to clean the lines and to check that all of our boxes were intact, and many of them were not. Thank you, Mr. Bear.
Or Mr. Squirrel.
Or Mr. Squirrel.
But look at, you see the sunshine touching the top of the cabin here?
Yep.
It is, and tonight is time change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yahoo.
Yeah. So we are late.
Yeah. It's all good. I had to pack a lunch because you weren't going to pack it.
Let's go. I don't think it's going to carry the Argo. So what I'm going to do might look a little bit reckless, but here's the whole thing that's got to happen. I know that this is deep enough that I float in it. So when I fall through the ice, I can't break ice because I don't have enough traction. You just have your tracks turning and that water pressure isn't enough. You can't climb back up on top of it. So I'm going to hit it hard enough so that when I fall through, my own bow wave breaks the ice out in front of me. Okay? Let's go do it. I left this in here. I've already got my trap hanging here. It's 160. This is a really good fisher box. I catch 1 or 2 every year. Right here, we've got a big beaver dam and creek over here. So everything comes traveling. I use, of course, beaver is like my bait for everything. Everything likes beaver. Okay.
I like how you squish that piece of beaver meat right up into the screen.
I have some boxes like that where, you know, and there's people argue that more air gets in and out, that kind of stuff. That's true. I don't know that I catch any more with this style of box than I do with just a wooden style, right?
So our second last trap, right here where we parked the truck. This is a nice one. We get to check a trap before we even get out of the truck most of the time.
Yeah, you're just saying it's our second last trap to set today. We'll have, by the time we're done, we'll have 51 traps today.
Do that again.
You know what we say? Bears are dicks.
Oh dear me.
That was good, wasn't it? There's a screen up in here, of course. And the bear tore it out. There we go. We're good. We'll try that again. These are old boxes.
These were one of the originals.
I think they were the first boxes I ever built.
Yep. So what have we here?
Oh, look at this. We set this yesterday. Absolutely yesterday. And with the, you know, the conditions and that, I'm not thinking anything. Like, oh well, at least we're getting it all set up, right? And this box has been about 150 yards that way for 3 years. Never taken nothing. And I would see fisher tracks down through here. It's a low spot. See this? Low willows, the kind of stuff they like. Look what we got. Look what we got.
Oh, a nice fisher.
Yes, and is it a male or female? I do believe it's a female.
Oh.
Ooh, should be worth some money.
Yeah.
Now, as you can see, it's soft. I can take them out of here. We're not frozen, nothing else. I did not expect this. We've, because of the time of the year and that we're traveling with the Argo, there's a couple of spots on our trail that we double over.
Yeah.
With the snowmobile, I'd go out and around, but they're very big. Those areas are very big, non-productive, or else they just have links in them. And links isn't open yet, but look at that.
Beautiful catch on her too.
On a 120.
Yeah.
I mean, it's over and done. She's stiff, so it happened pretty quick.
Yeah.
It happened pretty quick, but look at that.
Beauty. What a beauty.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ha-ha! We're on the board, hon.
That is very, very good.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just that moving, like we were so close.
Yeah.
100, I bet you it's not even 100 or 150 yards. Mm-hmm. It's basically up the hill. But, you know, you just, there's a couple different thoughts about that. People always ask me about, you know, how close do I put my boxes? How do I decide where to put my boxes? That kind of stuff. And I always say, how well do you know your line? And like, I mean, I'm not trying to...
It's not a cop-out.
It's not a cop-out. Because here's the deal, is that by knowing your line, you know, the fact that I've been coming through here for 3 years was the fact that I knew that there were tracks through here, but there were never tracks up there, right? When I originally set up my box up there, it was my first time through this area, and I hadn't, didn't know it at all, and this, I came close. I came close to being in the right spot, but I didn't quite make it to the right spot, so.
Trapping Inc. is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Argo Extreme vehicles conquer any season, any terrain. See all the new models at your nearest dealer. Argo, go anywhere. Range Road Enterprises understands hard work and the value of a buck. Our products work as hard as you do. See our full line of firewood processors, sawmills, and more at your nearest dealer. Midland Radio helps you stay in touch in the wild. Check out the new X-Talkers at your nearest dealer. Communication for every adventure. Take your best to the best. J. Martin Taxidermy. Recreating the memories of your hunt with precision, passion, and pride.
This is pretty. Hey, ooh. Big glare of sun there.
Yeah, I know. Look at this. He tried to sneak his way in sideways, so the skull's crushed, so it was instant. Look at that.
Wow.
He has 4 white toes.
Oh, how interesting.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is a genetic trait in this area.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
And guess where your setters are?
Oh, I know. My setters are still not here. I can figure it, though. I just need someplace hard to push on it. Well, the catwalks on the Argo are perfect for this. I don't have the strength anymore to do this. Arthritis has taken care of that over the years. But I can do this. There we go. Almost couldn't.
It's just a little awkward.
Well, I have a big setter here for the for the big ones, but I don't have really a use for it right now. I mean, I can do this.
Yeah.
I think I can. There we go. All right. Look at this. Look at this spectacular. Look at those white feet. Oh my gosh. If there was ever a marten that should be done as taxidermy, there it is. There's the one. Look at that. Look at the throat. Look at the orange on him. Is that beautiful?
That is a very pretty marten.
Nice catch on him. Mm-hmm. Nice suitcase. I had somebody ask me how come I get so many suitcase catches. I think I'll explain that. I get this guy a little bit froze. A little hard to get out. Look at that in a minute here. Okay, why do we get so many suitcase catches? Here's why. I put the trap. See this? You can see how the trap is. You see that the trigger's at the back here. Okay? I put it in like this so that this part is closest to the tree. So he's actually got his head up and around it, and he reaches up, and he's already got one leg through here and his head, and he reaches up. That's when this gets sprung. So then you get that suitcase catch where you have one bar across the back of the neck, that is doing the carotids, and then the other one across the chest, which compresses their lungs. But you can see how he was threaded through there. He had already had his head up and around behind it, and one of the legs was up there. They'll use this to climb up. It will become, they will. If you look here, he will use this here. He'll grab a hold of him, grab a hold of the next. That's why, with plywood boxes and that I take and force them nice and tight so that it becomes a stable platform for him. So his at least one leg and head are already past the jaws when the other shoulder will take and set off the trap, the trigger. Now look at that. Well, the Old Smokes is ready.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank you for Old Smokes.
Yeah, that is awesome. Good and dark, stiff as a new broom.
Yep.
I got told that one the other day. Stiff as a new broom.
Oh, well, that works too.
Well, I got to check a handful of traps, just a handful.
Wow, did we do well?
We did, and especially, I don't understand it, because it shouldn't have been good. There's no snow, there's no reason. They don't need us for anything.
It's not very cold.
No?
I think just getting back to the cabin now, tonight it was 0.
So it's just at freezing.
So it's just been at freezing, yeah. And like you say, there's no snow. The lake is frozen. I wouldn't walk on it. But other than that, we got 51 traps in now. We've got more to set, of course, over the course of this month. But
we're about a third of the way there.
But it's a good start, and it's always nice when you can check the handful that you got in and find some nice surprises.
Yeah, so anyway, hope you enjoyed today as much as we did, and thanks for coming along, and maybe we'll see you down the line.
Do you have a question? Would you like more interaction? You can connect with us and all our social media sites from our website at trappinginc.com.